Hello, everybody. It's like we got Loretta, Shelly, Kai, Gladys, Connie. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Easter to everybody. I got to check one thing before we get started here. Make sure I've got. Okay, yeah, it's on, so we're good to go. Oh, and to answer your question, Kai, it's homemade icing. I used several cans of icing that I had to put between the layers of the cake because I had them on hand as well as the two cake mixes. And you'll see all that in the video that I've been uploading all afternoon. I was hoping to get it uploaded and posted this morning, but it was taking forever to get it done. So, and it took me most of the night to get that cake fixed. I said, I'll never fix another one like this. I'll go back to the old way that I always fix my Easter cake. This was a new way that I tried, so. And I'm putting in my earbud because I want to be able to hear when we go on StreamYard. See if I can get this. There's the link for anybody that might want to get up on screen with me. Everybody seemed to think that was a lot of fun last time we did it. So, oh wow, Gladys, you made turkey dinner and pineapple upside down cake. Wow. Yeah, I ran out of icing with my cake last night, so I had to make some homemade sugar icing, and I put different color food coloring in it. I mean, the cake turned out okay, but not exactly the way I had planned or semi planned. I really didn't know. I really didn't know how I was going to put icing on it, how it was going to turn out until I started doing it. I mean, I was just going to plan it, design it, put the icing on it as I went because I didn't have a clue as how I wanted to put the icing on it. Oh, okay, Gladys. The lady next door made dinner for you. Well, great. Well, my son came over for a few hours yesterday, him and his wife. The first time he's been over here in probably several years. So it was a surprise. But I had done so much spring cleaning. I mowed the yard. And have you ever mowed the yard and you got tired and was going to take a break and your mower would not cut off? Guess what? That's happened to me. I got tired about halfway through mowing. I was going to just turn the mower off, come in, take a break, get something to drink, get a bite to eat for lunch. The mower would not stop running. So finally, I just got aggravated with it. So I finished mowing. I had to mow till the gas ran out, and then it stopped running. And then when I got out there to finish the yard, I only put enough gas in that I thought it would take to finish mowing. And sure enough, just about the time I mowed the last little patch, the mower cut off because it had run out of gas again. And I told my son about it. I said, I've never had that happen to me. And he told me, well, let me see the mower. I got it out of the shed. He told me to go get a flashlight. So I come got a flashlight. It was something he looked up under there at. I don't know. And I don't know if there must have been a lever or something that you can push or pull or trip. But he started it up, released the bar, and it cut right off. I said, go figure that. And I was out there mowing the whole yard until the mower ran completely out of gas and the tank was full. So it wore me out. And Kai, I got your seeds in the mail. You should get them by Wednesday, I think, is when they said that they should be delivered to you. But I've decided, unless I forget about it, anytime I go live on StreamYard, I'll post the link in live chat. So if anybody wants to join me up on the screen, they can. They're welcome to. Gladys said everybody had a lot of fun last time we did it. So I'm giving you that opportunity again. Oh, yeah, these are the flowers that the anonymous giver sent me. And it was a surprise to me. I was fixing dinner, lunch for my son. And I got a message saying, you've got a pickup at Walmart. I said, really? And the message said between 11 and noon, and it was almost 11 then. So I had to turn all the food off and run to Walmart to pick up the order. And it was these flowers, it was these cheese balls, and 6 bags of wood mulch or wood chips to go in the garden, and a small mandevilla plant. And this one is a yellow plant. The one I've got already at one of the arbors is a pink, but it's never bloomed. So I'm hoping it'll bloom this year. But I said, how neat. I got a pink one, and now she sent me a yellow one. And I've never seen the yellow before. Yeah, we need to get Gladys up here on screen because she's wanted to get everybody else up here so they could see her or them. But she doesn't want to get on here so we can see what she looks like. Y'all, I have to get some 5-gallon buckets and soil. Well, do like I do, the composting in place, make your own garden soil. That's what I started out doing. And my subscriber was generous enough to send me a load of garden soil. So I've been trying to use all that up, and I've still got a fourth of it in a pile out there. I mean, I can only move so much of it at a time. And what I'd love to do with what is left of it is actually get some wide boards or something that I could make a raised bed and put it in a raised bed and try that. Gladys says, Linda, only in your dreams. Oh, come on, Gladys. Be a sport. Everybody wants to see what the famous Gladys looks like. And it looks like my internet is messing up because I've already got the wheel coming up, spinning around, at least on my laptop anyway. But Connie, Kai, Shelly, Loretta, anybody that wants to get up on screen, there's the link. I posted it in live chat. All you got to do is is click on that link or copy and paste it in your browser, and it'll put you into uh, behind the stage, and you can enter the stage. And it'll let me know, it'll notify me that you're there waiting, and I can click on the guest here and it'll let you come in and it puts you right up on the screen with me. Happy Easter to you and everybody else. Shelly, Connie, Gladys, Kai, Loretta, Shelly. That was my Easter cake that I stayed up to 12:30 a.m. last night working on. I spent about 3.5 hours or longer on that cake. I said, never again. I'll go back to the easier way that I know how to do it. This was just a new way. I tried it and I said, never again. Hey, I'm not pretty no more either, Gladys. None of us are 20-year-olds again. I mean, hey, we're not teeny boppers, except for Kai. He's still a youngin'. And I know he's laughing at that. Yeah, I sent you a ton of seeds. I sent you flower seeds, vegetable seeds, and I just tried to kind of get it kind of mixed up, give you something to try. And about everything I sent, it's pretty easy to grow. It'll sprout pretty quick. Some of it'll sprout and come up in the matter of days. Some things take a little bit longer. Linda, are you doing to me a birthday cake? I might can bake a cake, but I can't send it anywhere. This Easter egg cake is so big, it probably cost me $100 or $200 to mail it somewhere. I can't afford it. That cake would go in the garbage before I pay $200 to mail it anywhere. Now, cupcake, maybe. And there's Shatika. Hello, Shatika. Like I was telling everybody, I've been posting the link. If anybody wants to get up on screen with me, they're welcome to click on that link and get up here with me. I posted it 3 times already. And so far, I've not got any takers. Nobody's brave enough to get up here with me. Oh, Gladys says, oh, don't mail it, just make it. Then who's going to eat it, Gladys? I told my son, I said I wanted to give him this cake, this Easter cake, because I can't eat that cake. It's 2 cakes in one. And he said, well, I can't eat it all either. I said, well, take it to work tomorrow. He said, I'm not putting that cake in my car and have a cake explosion. I guess he's afraid the way he drives it would end up on the ceiling in his car. Because he's got one of the Mazda little sports cars and it's really pretty. It's a pretty cherry red. And it's got the retractable sunroof or top. It's like a convertible, but it just rolls back itself. It's automatic. Well, I might just make one and say happy birthday to everybody that has a birthday in April. I don't know. Depends on what notion I strike, what kind of mood I'm in. See, Kai doesn't even want to get up here on screen now. Everybody jumped at the chance before. And where's Alfonso? He needs to come back in and get up here and play that harmonica some more. I haven't seen him in chat. Hi guys, I need to cook, so won't be able to talk much today. Oh, hi Susan. Well, you can come up on screen with me. I posted the link several times, but I don't have anybody that's brave enough to get up here with me on screen today. Kai hasn't even got up here. Yeah, I saw her video. I watched it where she's home. I'm glad she was able to come home because I know how she hated it where she was. But she really needs somebody in there with her off and on during the day, I think. She shouldn't be there by herself all the time. I hope maybe her daughter or her son comes to see her quite often until she recuperates. Can, can I show you Jess? Sure, Susan. We'll see Jess. I was fixing me a cup of coffee too. One reason I was late. We're supposed to get a little bit of rain here tomorrow. I think we got maybe a 50% chance of rain. And I hope we do because, you know, I water usually on Monday. And it's been raining on Mondays here lately, so I haven't had to water. And I use my compost tea on the other day, usually to water. Loretta, hold on a minute. I'm going to post the link again. You should be able to click on that link and it will put you in my live. It'll put you backstage and then it'll notify me that you're there. And then I can, here, I see it now. There's Susie. That should put Susie up there. Where did she go? Compost tea, I was wondering what you were dumping into the pots yesterday. If you'll notice on all of the totes that I've got elevated, I've got a bucket down in front of them and there's a tube coming out of the tote. It's a drain tube and all that water, fertilizer, and everything that runs off into that bucket is compost tea coming from the pot where my plants are growing. So it not only saves me in water, but it recirculates all the fertilizer and the good compost tea that I've got. And I can take that bucket when all of it runs off and rewater stuff, rewater that same pot if I need to. Try it again because I clicked on it and it doesn't show you're in backstage right now. So I can't do anything. Try going back in, Susan. But yeah, Loretta, click on that link that I posted. That should put you in StreamYard in backstage. Or either copy and paste it to your browser. Susie, try again. Come out of StreamYard and go back in because I've already clicked on it and it didn't put you in there. So try it again. That way it'll notify me again and I can click on it. Yeah, we've had a water shortage here for going on 3 years, and we're restricted to our water usage. And I'm restricted to watering 1 day a week. So I store all the water I can. The compost tea, I've got 22-gallon containers, 3 of them that I store compost tea, plus all the 5-gallon buckets that I've got around, and the little buckets that catch the runoff from the pots and totes. So that allows me to water 1 day a week with that. And the other day I can water with the city water or the company's water, put it that way. Susie, you must not have heard me. Come out of StreamYard and then go back in, because it's not showing me anyone's there. Did you click on the link that I just put in live chat, Loretta? I'm going to click on it and see where it takes me, because it should take you to my live. Well, when I click on the link that I've just put in my live chat, it takes me to my StreamYard channel. So y'all need to click on the link I just posted in live chat. And Susie, you need to re-enter it because something went wrong the first time. So do it again. I guess she's not hearing me. I know, Susan, but I clicked on it a while ago and it didn't do anything. And I don't have anything to click on to let you in right now. So you need to get back out of it completely, out of StreamYard, and then click on the link again. Okay? That way it'll notify me that you're there and I can go there to let you on stage. Something went wrong the first time. She said she rebooted. Well, that might have been what the problem was. So just click on it again. And there's Randy. Hello, Randy. See my Easter flowers behind me and my cheese balls. Got a little mandevilla plant that I've already planted down at one of my little arbors. And mulch, bags of mulch or wood chips in the trunk of my car that I haven't gotten out yet. My son was going to get them out yesterday, but I was so tired from mowing and everything. I told him, I said, I would love for you to get them out of my car, but I said, I need to straighten the shed out before I have anywhere to put them. So I said, they're all right. They can stay in the car for now. I'll feel better another day and I'll deal with it. Yeah, go ahead and click on the link again, Susan. Loretta, you click on that link too if you want to get in the chat or get up on screen. I'll post the link again. There it is. Yeah, it's not telling me she's there. It is. Let's see what will happen this time. Okay, Susie, your picture is not coming clear. It's just a black box with your name under it. So that might be one of the problems. There's something wrong with your connection. But I'm going to go ahead and invite you again and see what happens. It was just a black box with your name on it. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's putting you in. There's something wrong with your connection because it's not letting your picture through. It's your video's not coming through StreamYard. Look a couple of chats up above your name, Loretta. Here, I'll post it again. It'll be down below your name. For some reason, Susan, your Wi-Fi is not connecting to StreamYard, so your video comes through. It's got a box with just your name under it with no picture. Well, it was supposed to be an Easter egg, and I got tired of messing with it. And that's as close to the egg shape as I got. Loretta, the link is in live chat. Look above your name and below your name. See where my name is, Linda Hauser. The link is right beside my name. Just click on it. The cake picture made Randy super happy. Well, I'm glad it made somebody happy. I worked hard on that cake. I'm not sure Loretta wants to come in because I posted that link right close to her name. There's no reason she can't find the link to get into StreamYard. It's right there in live chat. I'm downloading it now, Gladys. We'll be leaving soon so I can get sleep before. Loretta, click on the link in live chat. I don't know why she keeps saying she can't find it. It's right there in live chat. I don't know where she's going to look for it. Huh. Because it showed you coming into backstage, but when I went to let you come in, your box showed up where your picture should be with your name under it, but the box was black. And that means it's not letting the connection completely go through for some reason. I don't know, Loretta. I don't know what you're doing. All you have to do is click on this link that I keep posting in my chat. Click on that. It'll put you in behind, the studio. And it should tell you word for word exactly what to do to get you backstage. And then I can let you in. It'll notify me that you're there. If you get in the right place, it's going to tell you you're backstage to my stream. I don't know where you're going to get to StreamYard, but you got to have that link to get to mine. Got it downloaded. Going to try again. I don't know what you're saying you got downloaded. You should not have to download anything. All you got to do is click on that link I keep putting in the live chat box. Y'all are making it difficult. Yeah, but it's not showing me that you're in backstage yet. I don't show any guests backstage. Shelly says, I want a cake too. When's your birthday, Shelly? Oh, I'm not. I am doing just what I did before. Well, like I said, every time it shows me that you're in backstage, I go in there to click to let you on stage, but it doesn't connect. Your picture's not showing up in there. It's just a black box with your name under it. And that tells me that it's not uploading your video, your stream. And I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, yours is in December. Well, you'll have to wait for a cake in December, Shelley. We were talking about the people that was in April because Gladys's birthday is April the 18th. And I think someone else's is like the 16th or 15th, 14th, somewhere. Might be Susan. Yeah, Susan's birthday is in April. Well, I don't know what the problem is. You should not have a problem getting in. Randy, you don't have to have any of it yourself. All you got to do is click on that link I just posted in live chat, and it'll put you in backstage of my live chat on StreamYard, and I can let you in. Here, somebody's waiting. Let's see who it is. Susie. Okay, I see your picture this time. So it should let you in. Well, I don't know why it's not letting you in. Let me get out of this one, and I'm going to bring it up on my Google site and see if it works better. And then y'all can try again and see if that might have something to do with it. Because I still had a video uploading and it's just finally quit uploading. So okay, I'm on Google now. So try again. Anybody that wants to get on screen, and we'll see what happens now. I mean, I wouldn't think that would have anything to do with it, but it could have. Come in again, Susan and Loretta. Kai, you try. See if it'll let you in. Yours is the 17th. Is that of April, Kai? I will try again, and maybe I need just X out of YouTube. Yeah, you might need to just back out of YouTube and just solely get on, uh, go through my link that I posted to get on there. April 17th. Well, that's 3 birthdays that I know now that are in April. We've got Susan, Gladys, and Kai. So we're going to have a virtual birthday party for all 3 next month, which will be tomorrow, starting next month. My Linda, so we can celebrate everyone's birthday. Well, if we've already got 3, so we'll probably have to have one virtual birthday party for everybody's birthday. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind going live 3 different times, but we'll see what happens. My laptop keeps freezing up. I don't know what the problem is there. I don't seem to be having a problem with the camera, but my laptop is keeps freezing up. Kai, you try getting on screen and see what happens with your connection. See if yours will work. Where you live in Hawaii, Kai, I would think you would have no problem planting right in the ground where you're at. I know I think it was moonflower seeds or something I sent April, and she planted them, and she says, "Oh my God, those flowers are just growing everywhere." Because I don't think you ever get cold enough to freeze anything there, and the ground should be pretty fertile, I would think. Gladys says, "Connie, I'm special." Y'all are just camera shy today. I still get the same thing. I get on StreamYard. Are you clicking on the link in my live chat, Loretta? Because when you click on it, it should put you behind stage and it should tell you step by step what to do until it shows up that you're backstage, and then I can bring you in. Well, I can't picture what you're getting, Loretta, but when you go to StreamYard through this link, it should put you right backstage. It should tell you what to do. Well, it doesn't do what you say. I don't know. What does it tell you? Does it ask you anything? Does it tell you to do anything? Does it say where you're at? Because I can click on it and it takes me right backstage in my own chat. Oh, every time I get a few seconds of sound, you say you are buffering, so I will try again next time. I'm tired. I'm sorry, Randy. I don't understand that. Why does it take me backstage and puts me there when I click on that link? It tells me I'm entering the studio. When I click on that link, it shows allow mic access. You have to click on that blue bar to allow access. And then it clicks over to another screen where you can test your mic. You can put your name in of what you want displayed on the screen when your picture shows up. And then you have to click on enter studio. And when you do that, okay, let me back up a minute because I'm on the wrong page now. Let's see who's in here. Susie is. Hold on a minute, Susie. I've got completely out. I don't know why we're having so much trouble with this time. Okay, it should be putting you up there. I don't know why it's not. I clicked on it just like we did last time. But it's not putting anybody up there. Hmm. Huh. I don't know what's going on with it. Hi, Betty Blue. Happy Easter to you. I don't know what's going on with it, Randy. Doesn't make sense to me. Stranger things have happened, you know. But I keep clicking on it to allow guests into the studio. And then when I back out, you're supposed to pop up and it's not doing that for some reason. It's got something to do with the connection, and I don't know why, because it worked so well last time we did this. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I just asked Kai if he would try coming in because I don't think he had a problem getting on screen last time we did this. And I figured as young as he is, no pun toward older people, but I figured as young as he is, he probably had the fastest internet speed of anybody. So if his would work, you know, I know something nothing was wrong. It had to be the internet. But he doesn't seem to want to show his face today. Yep, happy Easter, Susan. I mean, it could have been something I did, but I mean, I don't think it wouldn't let you backstage at all if there was something wrong. It's got to be the internet speed because Susie's picture didn't even show up before, but it showed up this time. And I clicked the letter in and it did not pop her in. Oh, okay. Sorry, would, but we are having family time at the moment. That's fine, Kai. It's Easter Sunday and you got family, you got little boys, so I understand. Well, has everybody had a great day up till now? No, I watched Anna's video. You know, she posted a video yesterday or today that I watched where she's at home and she's showing, you know, her routine that she's had to go through since this is her second day home, I think, about her IV and all that. She's not doing much of anything, which she shouldn't because she's, you know, she's recuperating. She don't need to be up spring cleaning and that type of thing. But yeah, if you'll go to Anna's mobile home life, you'll be able to see that video. But I've not heard anything from Mardell. Anna said that she didn't have an appetite to eat, and I guess it's probably from the medication she's been given. It probably curbs her appetite because she said she seems like she feels hungry, but then when she goes to eat, she just has no desire to eat anything. It wouldn't hurt me to get that way. I might could lose a little bit of weight. Yeah, it could be the internet, Connie, because like I said, they've been working upgrading my internet again, and when they upgrade, I have nothing but problems the whole time they're doing it. I mean, I don't know what the deal is. They're constantly about every other week upgrading the system. I wouldn't think they'd have that many upgrades that fast. Ham, pineapple, upside down cake, sweet potatoes, green beans with potatoes, cornbread muffins. This is the day of happiness. That all sounds good. Well, I served my son shrimp and sausage gumbo on rice yesterday with vegetables, homemade biscuits. I made a pan of homemade biscuits to get his reaction because I don't know if he's ever eaten gumbo before. I thought it was pretty good. You know, I'm not used to some of the spice combinations that go into gumbo, but I like it. I like gumbo and I like jambalaya. I don't know. I have no idea, Gladys. I don't know how far away her kids live. To my understanding, I know I got a daughter, but I thought someone said she had a son and a daughter. So I don't know. Maybe they don't live close enough that they can come by very often or something. Maybe they work. I don't know. I don't know the situation. But I'm sure if they were close enough, they surely would go by to check on her once in a while. But like I said, I don't know their situation. I don't know how far away they are. I don't know if they work or not. I don't know anything about it. Oh, they're working on your internet too, Randy. So that's probably why we're having a problem. They're working on everybody's internet right now. Yeah, every once in a while, I'll think about Anna and I'll go and click on her channel just to see if she's posted anything that day. And she did post a updated video saying that she is home. It's her second day, I think. And she told all about the medication, the IV, and how they told her to use it because she does it herself. She showed a picture of, video of her kitchen, and she said there's a pile of dishes up there in the sink, but they're all clean. She just hadn't put them away, which it's fine. I've got clean dishes on in my sink. I didn't put them away either. It's because I got too many things going on. Well, maybe we'll have better luck next time. We can get people up on the screen. Yeah, my subscriber said that sent this. The cheese ball said, "Well, if you don't eat them like that, you can crush them up and use them like breadcrumbs, in cooking stuff." And I said, "Well, yeah, I bet that would be good in a meatloaf. And instead of putting cheese in the meatloaf, I can crush up cheese balls and mix it in meatloaf instead of oatmeal or breadcrumbs. That'd give it a good cheesy flavor, wouldn't it?" I think it would. Okay, Randy. We'll be looking forward to that. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about doing that, crushing up the cheese balls and maybe mix it into a meatloaf instead of using breadcrumbs, or usually I use oatmeal. I put a handful of oatmeal in mine instead of breadcrumbs because oatmeal is supposed to be so healthy for you. Now, I have made like a stuffed meatloaf before, where I would make kind of the loaf and I'd hollow it out inside and I'd cram it full of macaroni and cheese and then cover it all up, make sure it's inside, and then go ahead and bake my meatloaf. And it's pretty good. I used to do that when my kids lived at home when they were little, younger. Of course, some of the cheese always melted out into the meat. It didn't really stay into the where the noodles were, but it was still good. Use Italian croutons, Betty. That's probably good too because you got all that Italian seasoning in the croutons. I'm fixing a roasted whole chicken with potatoes, carrots, onions, turnips. Well, I just ate a piece of fried chicken before I come on live. I ate a bowl of gumbo for lunch, and then I got a little bit hungry. So I ate a chicken breast, a fried chicken breast. I made a sandwich out of it, and I ate it. So that's my dinner. I'm not cooking today. I'm here by myself. Nobody's coming. So I'm not cooking today. Like I said, I stayed up to 12:30 a.m. last night working on that cake. I didn't even want to think about baking or cooking today. Well, maybe her insurance won't pay for an aide, Gladys. They pay evidently for a nurse that goes by. Now she'll be coming by occasionally, I guess, to check on her to make sure she's doing the antibiotics in the IV correctly, because she came by and showed her how to do that. So Anna's already done that the first day. She does it at noon, I think. So she knows how to do that. But yeah, I'm sure that nurse, even though she might not be there to do her antibiotics every day, that she'll be there sometimes to check on her. Somebody will. They just didn't send her home with all that and then forget about her. Randy says, I'll be there if I can fire up the backpack. When's dinner? And Connie says, in an hour. So that's why she says, okay, I'll fire up the backpack. Yeah, me and Gladys will oil up the wheels on her bed and we'll be coming too. Jeez, we hope. Gladys says she has a nurse every other day. And see, I don't remember if Anna said how often the nurse will be coming. So her nurse may come every other day too. I don't know. I mean, they just didn't let her go home and then gonna leave her there and not have someone go check on her every few days or so. I am now ready. Can't read the rest of that word. It's behind the heart. About to start out egg hunt. Just set the last egg. Y'all have an amazing day. Well, have fun, Kai. Find an egg. I know those little boys are going to have a good time. Well, I know that the 3-year-old will. The little 7-month-old, he'll have a good time, but he's probably not too sure about finding the eggs in the yard yet. He might pick up some if he sees them in the grass. Because he really 7 months old, he's probably not even walking yet. He might could crawl and get them. My daughter, her boyfriend, and my mom are coming. I just started the second chicken for my neighbors. They are all there, the 80s, and goes our oldest neighbor, Mrs. Stevens. He's 98. Well, I know they appreciate that, Connie. I'm probably going to distribute my cake around the neighborhood. divide it up and call people, say, hey, do you want some Easter cake? Because this is literally 2 cakes in one. If you watch my video on how I made it, which I'm going to post that video as soon as my live is over, you'll see the problems I had making that cake. I'll never do that type of cake again. I'll go back to the way I always made my Easter egg cakes before. It's a lot easier. And that's what I should have done this time, but I didn't. And hi, Kevin. Happy Easter. I just thought I'd try a new way, and boy, it did me in. Gladys says, Linda, cut the cake. I gotta wait till it goes up. I can't see behind the heart. You want me to cut the cake so you can see the inside? Is that what it is? Oh, yeah, it says, Linda, cut the cake so we can see it, please. Well, I guess maybe I can do that. I can't tell what you're going to be seeing because I don't think I can flip the screen around. Hmm. And it's in this box, so you really can't see it. Oh, man. Let me get a plate or something. If I cut a slice of it, I'm going to have to take it out and put it on something. But here it is. It's in this big box. I can't tell what I'm showing you. Hmm. And I don't know how I'm going to get it up. Can you see the inside of it? That's on the lemon side. The other side is pecan, I think. Or either this is the pecan side and the other one is lemon. I don't know. But there's the slice I cut out. Where is the cake? And there's the cake. See it? The slices are going up the side instead of the normal way they go. Night, Randy. Get some rest. Well, thank you, Connie. I wish I could give you a big old hunk of it. I'd give you that piece I just cut off if I could, Gladys. It is a good cake, and it was worth doing. I just got aggravated with it last night, especially when I ran out of icing and realized I was going to have to make some, and then hoping I had enough stuff to make the icing. I didn't want to distribute it to anybody, didn't want to cut it until I did the live because I figured somebody would say, cut the cake. We want to see the inside. Yeah, we'll get it all figured out next time, and hopefully we'll get people up here on the screen with me. I don't know what the deal is today. Like I said, it's got to be the connection somehow. And it could be on my end, but it showed that people were backstage, and I clicked on to bring them in, and I don't know why it didn't bring them in. Oh, I've eaten too many jelly beans and stuff when I was making this cake. I don't want anything else sweet right now. I know it's good because I had to cut part of the cake off to kind of shape it rounded, oblong like an egg. So I was tasting it. I tasted the pecan side and I tasted the lemon side, and I ate some of the jelly beans and I ate some of the walnuts because that's walnuts all over it. And tasted the icing. So I'm kind of caked out right now. Okay, Loretta, take a good nap. She says she keeps dozing off. You have a blessed Easter day, the rest of it. You too, Randy. I believe it is my side. I don't know. We didn't have this problem last time. Well, we did too, because who was it kept trying to come in and couldn't? Mary, I think. And a couple of times people would come in and their picture was frozen. I know she wants me to sit here and eat this cake in front of everybody, and I can't handle that sweet cake right now. I mean, it looks good, don't get me wrong, and I know it's good. I know that cake is good. But look at all the walnuts on the end. Look at all the jelly beans down there at the bottom. Look at all that icing. That is pure sugar right there. But that is some good cake. No doubt about it. I eat a jelly bean. Mm. Oh, it's got icing on it. I'll taste it, push it through. Well, I pushed it through, Gladys. You should get it on the other side. I know. That cake is definitely big enough to have a party with. It'd probably feed 40 people. Oh, you're welcome, Betty Blue. Yeah, hopefully next time everything will work right. I don't know what's wrong with it this time, unless it's the internet. But can y'all imagine the time Kai's having with his little 7-month-old and 3-year-old with their Easter egg hunt? Oh, those little ones are going crazy. We could have a card party. Yeah, we could do that. Before the trying to get on StreamYard. Well, like I said, maybe next time it'll work. I don't know what's going on with it this time. I do not have a clue. And there's the vegan menu. Hello, vegan menu. Happy Easter to you. Yeah, I wasn't sure how many people would be in chat today since it's Easter. I figured maybe somebody, a lot of people would have company over, family, or they'd be going over to see family to eat an Easter dinner or eat Easter supper. He's doing good. I think he drove around the neighborhood to see all these new homes that have went up because they weren't here the last time he came. We were walking around the backyard. He says, "Mom, is that a house back there?" I said, "Yeah, there's several of them back there." I said, "I told you they're building houses all around me. Most of them are brick homes, but some of them are, wood homes with siding and stuff on them. But the lots are only 50 by 105 feet. So these homes are taking up the whole lot. So they really don't have a big yard to worry about mowing. And they've turned some of them into Airbnbs. I want to call them bed and breakfasts, but they're not because they don't serve breakfast. But they build them, they complete them, and then they rent them out for Airbnb. And it's not supposed to be allowed in our neighborhood. But see, they don't get a license or uh oh, what do you call it? They don't get a permit to build a Airbnb. They get a permit to put in a home. So they get the permit, they build the house, and then as soon as it's finished, they put it up for rent. They rent it out every weekend as an Airbnb. And they're not supposed to do that here. This is supposed to be residential only, not businesses. And that's, Airbnb is a business. Yeah, we've got some realtors that are built, buying the lots. They build a house and they put the house up for sale, and then they make a commission off of it. They sell it for more than what they've put into building the house, and that's how they make their living. Well, that's a little bit different. I mean, you can do that because, you're not selling a business to someone that's going to be living there. But so far, they don't seem to want to do anything about it. And I guess, I don't know if it come right down to it, if you wanted to go to court about it, could you prove that they're renting it out as an Airbnb? Would the people that rent it, you know, stand behind you and say, yes, they rented it. It was advertised as an Airbnb. So I don't know. I don't know the legal aspects of all that. Well, I don't know. According to what they're telling me at some of the meetings I've been to, nobody's lived in them for any length of time. They build them, they completely finish them, and then they immediately start renting them out. I know they rented places here when I first moved here because this house we rented when we first moved in it, but it wasn't like just for the weekend or just for the night or just for the week. It's a long-term rental. That was allowed, but not the Airbnbs that they're putting up. So you got different people coming in every weekend, and then they bring a ton of people with them. They're out here partying for the weekend. Contact who? Oh, contract negotiations. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know. They got to be advertising them somewhere so people will know they're Airbnbs. I wouldn't know where to look. And we've got several homes that they were building. They got maybe three-quarters of the way completed, and then the construction just stopped. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's like they build to a certain point and then they just stopped work and walked off. I don't know if they're going to come back and resume work on it at a later date. I don't know what the deal is, but they told that in one of the meetings that there were several of them that they were building and the construction just stopped. So I don't know. It's kind of weird right now. Oh, and I noticed my hummingbirds have come back. I was out doing something on the back patio day before yesterday, and I heard something and it went, you know how they sound when they fly by you, you can hear them, their little wings flutter. Well, I heard that sound and I knew what it was. That's a hummingbird. And I looked up toward the feeder and he flew right straight to the feeder. I said, oh, yeah, my hummingbirds are back. I'm so glad a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, I cleaned out the feeders and filled them up with nectar. I don't know what the deal is, Connie, but it was the board members that told us at the meeting that that happened. So evidently they don't know what it is either. And they get the permits through them. They got to get certain permits through the association to be able to build a home. And then, of course, they've got to get permits, I guess, from the county. I don't know. I don't know how all that works, but I know there's permits and all that involved. But why would you almost complete a house and then all of a sudden just stop construction on it? Unless you ran out of funds, I don't know. And we got several companies that are in here building homes. It's not just one. Let me see if I can raise this up just a tiny bit. There. It was a little bit too low. But yeah, we had several construction companies that have come in and were buying up lots and building homes on them and then turning around selling them. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a lot of them, they're not just building for themselves to live in. or they met up with something. Yeah, that could be true. They could have met up with something in the ground. Who knows? But we got one, and I don't know the name of the company, but evidently they own some property out here, and they're driving some people crazy because they bring their heavy equipment in the evening and or during the day when they're not using it, and they park it on the property, and they're messing up the sides of the street. You know, one woman said she had to move from her bedroom into the living room because her bedroom was facing his lot, and there's so much equipment coming in out all day and part of the night that she couldn't even sleep in her bedroom. And they're not supposed to have that equipment parked there. If they're not using it on the job site, it's supposed to be moved away some wherever their company's supposed to keep it, not on the lot here. And that's where they've been leaving it. I said, well, I'm glad it's not me that lives down there with all that mess. And the realtor that bought that lot adjoining mine over here that was going to build a house on it, they've never actually started building a house there yet. I don't know what the wait is on that. I figured they would have already had the house up by now. But she said that's what she does. She buys up property, she builds houses on them, and then she puts them up for sale. That's how she makes a living. Of course, I don't know how many other ones she's got in the works right now. You know, that's probably not the only lot that she's getting ready to build on. Yeah, might have a lot to do with regulations. The township meetings. Well, we have association meetings here for our subdivision once a month, usually, sometimes more often than once a month. Now, I don't know about going to like county meetings or anything for the county stuff, but I do know they go through the board members. There's one or two of them they go through to get permits to build a house or put a shed in or any of that stuff. And they're also having a big to do about cargo containers. People are moving in cargo containers now. And in our bylaws, it says that metal sheds are allowed, but it doesn't say cargo, you know, cargo containers. And one woman was having a hissy fit over it. She said they're ugly and they didn't even match the paint of the house and blah, 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 blah. They should be made to move them. And I don't know. And one of the board members said, well, they're supposed to get permits to move something like that in here. And nobody has went through the board members to get a permit to put a cargo shed in, a cargo container. But you know, there's people all over the world now that are getting these cargo containers and they're turning them into tiny homes. Sometimes they'll buy 3 or 4 of them and put them all together and make a home out of it. Yep, that's all in the wording. Kind of like ours. Our bylaws say that you cannot put a privacy fence on the street side. if you put a fence up in your front yard on the street side, it's got to be like a picket fence, um, like a fence that you see through and it's only like 4 foot tall, that type of thing. Chain link fence is what I was trying to think of. But you can have a privacy wooden fence in your backyard. But across the street here, I've got almost the whole street on the other side is almost a solid privacy fence on the street side. So go figure that. And to my way of thinking, that was not supposed to be allowed. But who am I to say? If you buy the lot from one street all the way through to the next street and you say, well, that one is your backyard, this one's your front yard, and then you put a fence up on the street side and they say it's your backyard. So that's a catch 22. Yeah, I don't really mind the fences be there. I mean, it's almost like having a fence of my own, but I know I watched videos one time where this guy had bought an old airplane. I forgot where it was. And he converted it into a house. He lives in this airplane. It still looks like just a complete airplane, but the inside is his home. That's where he lives. I guess if it's done right, I could live in it, but I don't want it to still look like an airplane on the inside and have to live in it. I'd want it to be completely converted with walls and separations and bathroom and shower and kitchen and everything else in it. Yeah, I forgot where it was. They said this guy bought this big airplane. I mean, it was one of the big ones that, holds probably a couple hundred people. And it's way up off the ground. He's got like a real tall step that goes up to the door to go in the plane. And he converted it. It's his home. I don't know where you could put that it would be allowed to have an airplane to live in, but like I said, I don't remember where he was. But he had to get a permit to move the plane there. And it probably wasn't cheap to have that plane move there either. Yeah, if you fix them right, they can be cool to live in. I mean, can you imagine taking somebody home with you and you're walking up to this airplane and they're wondering, well, where do you live? That's an airplane. I live in the plane. Have to go up that long flight of stairs and get to your front door. Betty says I want a pilot with mine. Yep. If they came with a pilot, that would be nice. Right, Gladys? Gladys would need the pilot with hers too. Oh, Gladys's pad is blinking, so it's fixing to go off. Rather have it as a restaurant. Well, I've heard they have got a few around the world that are restaurants. They converted them to restaurants. That would be cool too. Go to the airplane restaurant to eat. Okay, Gladys. Yeah. I'd get kind of tired because his was pretty high up in that video that I watched. I don't know if I'd want to have to climb those stairs every day to go in and out my house. Not as much as I go in and out my door all the time during the day. I'd get quite a workout going up and down that flight of stairs. Well, I don't think Gladys has gone anywhere. She's still watching. Everybody's telling Gladys bye. While the ham is in the crock pot. I've never tried a ham in the crock pot before. I've cooked a pork shoulder in my pressure cooker before. We're going to let the oven finish before we stand in front of the stove to cook corn and carrots. Oh, you said you can't talk to her, but you love talking with Gladys. Yeah, I know. She always comes up with something funny to say. Well, maybe she'll be able to come back in. That tablet might stop blinking on her. Sugar overload, but it's only a few times a year. That's what that cake is. Definitely sugar overload. Oh, that sounds good, Susan. Cream sweet corn and glazed carrots. The picture that I'm showing on the video, what is it? Are you talking about the thumbnail to my live? Or I don't know what picture you're talking about. If it's the thumbnail to this video, that was my Easter egg cake. My Easter cake. Okay, Betty Blue, enjoy your kids. Happy Easter. Yeah, it's my Easter egg cake that I stayed up to 12:30 a.m. last night working on. And I will put up I'm going to put up the video as soon as my live ends. I will go ahead and post that video on me making that cake last night. It's a pretty long video because I spent quite a while making it and getting the icing on it and all that good stuff because my icing didn't want to cooperate. You know, I never cared anything for the green bean casserole because I didn't grow up eating that. And I remember out here, the first few places I went that had green bean casserole, everybody raved about green bean casserole, oh my, how good it was and all this. So I got me a spoonful of it, put it in my plate. I started eating it. I did not care for it. I cannot eat green bean casserole. It's just something about it. It don't fit right with me. I guess I was raised too far out in the country. And I don't remember them ever having a green bean casserole when I lived in New York around my family up there either. Susan says, "Oh, I love it so much." And see, I just don't care for green bean casserole. I think my first reaction to it was, well, it's nothing but green beans and a bunch of fried onion rings thrown on top. Fried onions, or what do they call those things? It's not onion rings, it's fried onions or something that's they put on it. Hmm. Can't get enough of it. I love potato salad. I'd rather have a good old homemade potato salad any day than a green bean casserole. Yeah, and see, I don't care much for cream of mushroom soup. I guess because I am slightly allergic to eating, mushrooms, and I will eat them depending on what they're in a little, but I don't eat much of it. So I never buy mushrooms really. I know they're good to grow your garden in. I don't really want to eat them though. Hi, April. Happy Easter to you too. Kai is on an egg hunt with his kids right now. Yeah, I like potatoes. I'll lay a gratin or whatever you call it. I hardly ever fix them though because I don't do that much baking. I don't make a lot of casseroles. Just like I made that dip that I made in that video. That whole pan of dip is still in my refrigerator. I ate a little bit out of one corner of it. I can't eat all that. It's going to go in the compost, I guess. How did you like the thumbnail, April? Yeah, Kai is a really very nice person, I think. And there's Derek. Hello, Derek. How's Derek doing today? And happy Easter. You're having chili and rice, April. That sounds good. Well, I had a little bit of that leftover shrimp gumbo on rice today, and then I ate a piece of fried chicken before my life started. So that's all I ate today because I didn't even eat breakfast. I ate a couple of biscuits with my cup of coffee, and then I ended up heating up a bowl of gumbo and rice and ate that. You forgot I was on. Oh my. That sounds like something I would do. I'd forget that I was on. We've been trying to get people to come up on screen with me, but we've had trouble getting people through. For some reason, they're not uploading to the StreamYard. You always work, April. You're as bad as I am. If I'm not sitting in front of this camera, I'm in the yard working or I'm doing some kind of work in the house. How did you like the thumbnail, April? That's my Easter egg cake. I just cut a big old hunk of it because people wanted to see the inside of the cake. Hmm. I don't know. Kai, he came in better than anybody, and he's in Hawaii. He couldn't come in today because he's on a little Easter egg hunt with his kids. It's family time with them on this Easter Sunday. But he was in chat for a little while. April says, I want a piece for dessert. It looks very yummy. It's Kalawai or some I can't pronounce it. I can't even remember how it's spelled. But I thought it started with a K. Kalua, Koalawi, or I don't know. I'm not any good at pronouncing these Hawaiian names. Derek wants a piece of my cake. Well, I'd certainly I'd give all of you people in chat a piece of my cake if I could push it through the internet. Hi, Sharon. Happy Easter to you too. Yeah, I would send out a piece of this cake to everybody in chat today if I could do it possibly. He's on a different island and in the city. Well, yeah, that would make a difference, I guess. Your internet connection definitely makes a difference. The first couple of times Susan tried to come in, it was not showing her picture. It showed a little black box with a circle and an arrow through it, like it was not connected, and it had her name underneath the box. The third time she tried it, it showed her picture and her name, but it still wouldn't connect her. So I've not been able to get anybody into on the screen today for some reason. Well, thank you, April. Did you see the piece that I cut? Gladys wanted me to cut it, so I cut it to see, let everybody see what the inside of it looked like. One side is lemon and the other side is pecan. But see, the layers go over, around, not flat. So that's why when you cut it, the layers are going straight up. And it's covered in walnuts. All of the brown that you see there is all walnuts. I got jelly beans all around the bottom. It's covered in, oh, that icing is so good. I've got butterscotch icing on it. I've got strawberry icing on it. I've got sugar icing on it. There's 3 different types of icing on it. And there's Paws in the garden. Hello, Paws. Happy Easter. Butterscotch icing, yum. I think the side I cut had the butterscotch icing. I think the other end of the cake has the strawberry. The Dolly Parton strawberry. Had to get Dolly Parton in my cake somewhere. He used to buy icing and just eat it. Well, it's like eating candy, I guess. That's all candy is sugar. Oh, I joked all through my video. I said I was finger painting and everything else when I was trying to put icing on that cake. You'll probably laugh at me when you watch the video. Paul's in the garden says, all right, I got to go do garden chores. Just stopped in real quick. Well, I'm glad you did pause in the garden. You have a blessed Easter Sunday. Don't work too hard. I love German chocolate cake too. Yeah, icing is the best on the German chocolate cake for sure. It's the best on any of it, but it is sweet. Graham cracker cookies with frosting. Try the chocolate hummuses. Huh, hummuses. I've never tried any of them. Really? I bet they are vegan menu. Aren't they pretty? The anonymous sender sent me those yesterday, along with these cheese balls, the whole container of cheese balls. Sent me a mandevilla plant about this tall, and it's yellow. It's supposed to have yellow flowers. So I planted it in one of the pots out here to the entrance to the garden, so it'll go up over the arbor. Because I already had a pink one on this other arbor over here, so I needed something else on this one to the entrance of the garden, so I put it there, and I hope it'll bloom pretty out there. I was thinking maybe the mandevilla does not get enough sun where it's at for it to bloom, but I know the clematis blooms like crazy there. Chocolate mousse made with avocados. Really? I would never have thought of that combination. Chocolate mousse with avocados. I bet it is good. I like avocados and I definitely like chocolate, but I never thought about putting them together. Can't taste the avocado. I got a garden update video that I've uploaded, and I got to get that posted. But I wanted to get my egg video posted today, right after this live is over. I think I'm going to post the cake video so y'all can watch it if you want to. And you can see my trials and tribulations making my cake. Coconut cake frosting sounds good. I was going to put coconut, shredded coconut around the bottom of my cake and dye it with green icing so it would look like grass. But then at the last minute, I decided not to. It probably would have been pretty to do that, but make it look like the egg was sitting in grass. Mm. I've been drinking limeade, y'all. It's pretty good. I love lemonade, so why would I not like limeade? I saw edible grass the other day. Oh no, Susan, you broke a tooth this morning? Oh no. The side of your tooth? I just made some Diet Pepsi Soda Stream. Now, how do you do that, Susan? Shake it up and let it spray out the top? I opened one the other day, and evidently it was shooken up before I bought it. Because I opened that thing and it almost exploded. It went everywhere. And I hurried up and threw it in the sink. I thought about, and now I'm weary about opening one because I think the next one's going to do the same thing. You're probably going to have to go get it capped or somehow fixed a little bit, Susan. File down the pointy part. I don't know how it'd be to file down your own teeth. Dentist trip, yeah. Unsweetened chocolate that goes into that chocolate with avocado. I probably need to go get my teeth cleaned, but I found that they don't look any better after they clean them than they do before. So why go? I just try to brush them good. You get the syrup from the stores and put it in carbonated water. Huh. I'm getting sleepy, y'all. Y'all kind of lost me. We were talking about chocolate with avocado. Now we're back on the hummus again, and Susan had an appointment for the 10th, but we'll call tomorrow. Oh, you were going to go to the dentist anyway this month or next month, tomorrow. You got a worker there helping you today, April? Well, that's good. Ooh. Oh. Now, I shouldn't be yawning. I drank that cup of coffee. Y'all saw me do it. Oh, wow, Susan. As we age, our teeth fracture. Ooh, me. Yeah, probably is, Susan. I drink too much Cokes and stuff like that. If I buy them, I drink them till they're gone. And I said I shouldn't do that. They tell you if you drink one soda a day for a year, you'll gain 10 pounds. And it must be true because I've been drinking a lot of Cokes for the last couple of years and I put on a lot of weight. So maybe I need to quit drinking sodas altogether. Maybe switch to seltzer water or something. Because I tell people, I said, sometimes I think I'm addicted to the fizz, not so much the Coke. Ooh. Oh, wow. I didn't know that, Susan. Hmm. Huh. The refills here are around 17 and the syrup is about 5.99 to 6.99 a bottle. Can tell I've been in the yard today and I didn't wear a mask. Of course, I didn't think to because I really wasn't working in the yard, but I ended up pulling up weeds regardless. And how long does that last you, Susan? Ooh. Hmm. Oh, I see, Susan. You just stockpile it when you can. I do that on some things. I guess maybe a bottle of each and maybe a half per month. Huh. And the cylinder a month. Oh my God. Missed it. I was folding laundry. It's cheaper. Probably is. I know all of a sudden I can't stop yawning. And I drank my cup of coffee and I'm still sleepy right now. It's almost like the coffee had a sleeping pill in it. She's talking about a cylinder of syrup for pop, for Coke. Instead of buying cases of it at the store, she buys her own syrup and seltzer water and stuff like that, I guess, and mixes it or puts it together because it's cheaper. CO2 for carbonated water for the soda stream. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, I try to limit myself to that, but sometimes it doesn't work. Happy Easter, Joanne. Yeah, it'll keep me awake when I want to go to sleep tonight, but it's putting me to sleep right now after drinking it. Well, like I told everybody, I said I'd send you some through the Wi-Fi if it would let me. I haven't figured out how yet to send cake through the Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, that would be pretty simple to get everybody a piece of cake if I could just send it through the internet. Well, we've been on here for 2 hours already. I know everybody's probably getting tired of being in chat. Well, hi, Melissa. Happy Easter. You're enjoying having this break. Sounds like you got a good meal going, Susan. Yeah, most of the hams are already pre-cooked. It's 79 degrees here right now, Melissa. 77 degrees where Shelley is. That's 60 where vegan menu's at. Mhm. 60 where vegan menu is, still cold. 77 where Shelley is. Sounds like all of us need to go to the sushi house. Is that what you said? No, to Susan's house. Yeah, I agree. Oh no, something dug up your potatoes. Are you ready for this? It's 81 here right now. Oh wow, Susan. Big change. 59 in Washington. Jelly here. May storm tomorrow. We've got about a 50% chance of rain tomorrow. Didn't say anything about storms though. It just said rain. 60 on the island on Long Island. Vegan, y'all might be neighbors and you don't even know it. I'm wearing shorts too, April. You gotta show them legs. Vegan says I want to wear shorts and flip flops every day. Oh no, Connie's bundled up 3 shirts, 2 pairs of pants, and you're cold. Oh, I'm barefoot, got shorts and this little shirt on. Well, guys, we've been on for over two hours now, and if I don't get off of here, I'm gonna sit here and fall asleep in front of everybody. I don't want to do that. Short sleeves. So, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end my live. Y'all have a blessed rest of the day for Easter. Watch my video. I'll post it as soon as I end the live, so you'll get to see the Easter egg baking. Your windows are open, fans are going full blast. Nice chatting with you too, April, Vegan, Susan, Connie, Gladys, Shelly, Loretta, Kai, Derek, everybody else in chat, Shelly. Love all of you. Watch the video. I'm getting ready to post it on me fixing the baking the cake last night. So y'all get a kick out of watching that. Love you. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Happy Easter.